Studio One Vintage Guitars, New Zealand's home of vintage guitars. My name is Nick Brightwell. Today we are looking at another national. We've got a single cone here, a 12 fret steel body. This is the Raw series. So this is kind of their, you could say, their bare bones approach to the single cone. This is the perfect Delta Blues slide guitar. A lot of the early Delta Blues guys used a steel body Resonator if they could get their hands on one, because they were the cheapest in the line. Scrapper Blackwell used a Triolean and not a non-wood Triolean, used a metal one. And Booker White also used a Duolean, but I think later in his career he got his hands on a steel body. So these are just wicked instruments. The single cone, because it's one large metal speaker, you get a lot of resonance out of it, and you get a great low end. So when I talk about resonance, we're talking about sympathetic vibration. If I play, say, an A, that A makes the A and the A string and the D string ring out. The idea is the D, A is the fifth of D, and A is A. So I'm just in standard tuning at the moment, so you can definitely play your kind of standard slide licks on here. But these guitars, you don't have to play slide on these. These are great instruments for finger picking. Get a lot of projection. I'm not using a thumb pick. But for chords as well, like the nice thing about the single cone is, I'll just take it away from the mic, is you can kind of, if you really hit them hard, the speaker kind of, you know, an electric guitar amp, when it's really turned up, if you're turning it kind of, it's too loud for the speakers will start to kind of fart and woof. It's the same idea of these. If you listen to people that use metal finger picks and a thumb pick, they can really make these things kind of pop, get that popping sound out of them. So the cool thing about these is they're a 25-inch scale length, so they're roughly in between, you know, your kind of Martin world scale length, and it's a 16-inch radius, so it's the same radius as a Martin. So it does feel very much like a nice kind of standard tuning guitar. Let's just do. I think the idea of these guitars is the tone creation that you're doing in your right hand isn't as important, because it's kind of a uniform sound that comes out of the instrument. So really you can hit the string, you obviously get a change in tone when you move up and down the string, but you kind of have this uniform response of how the speaker sounds. So it's a very good instrument to kind of learn to, it's a good instrument to observe how this guitar makes its tone and how every single note is similar and balanced. When you play you know, the best of the best guitars, you know, every note has the same output. It's not, you'll find, if you have a brand new guitar, you'll find, like on a Dreadnought, you'll find a G sounds amazing because the guitar's kind of built to sound great in G. The dimensions and everything, but then you'll find maybe like F won't sound as good as F sharp, and there's reasons for that. But as the guitar matures, all of those notes will open up, and you know, the top gets better at vibrating. But you don't have to do that process with a Resonator. They, out of the box, they sound as good as they're going to sound, and they have so many opportunities in them for great tone. So we'll move to slide stuff now. So I'll just do a bit of drop D first so you can hear the low end. got just the other specs of this guitar. We have national style 3 on a tree open slotted headstock tuners. I'm not sure what they are, but they seem kind of like the ones that come out of Stu Mac, but they're engraved with a N on them. N and, yeah, NRP. So anyway, low end. The instrument really hard to get a good response. Now we'll go down to, I personally think that the single cone is better suited to open G. Oh, sorry, open D, I mean. I should also say that I'm using a Rocky Mountain slide. This is the Shivano, so it's the kind of medium thickness, medium kind of inner diameter. We sell these slides. They're ceramic, well this one's ceramic as well, and very, very nice slides. Open G. What is it? Woke up this morning, feel around my shoe, and about that baby, no walking blues. Woke up this morning, feel around my shoe. You know about that baby, got the old walking blues. So that's the 12 fret steel body raw series from National Guitars. We've just started selling Nationals here, so we're stoked because we've got a great range. We've got two 12 fret single cones, to 14 for each single cones, and the wooden M1 tricone. So we're going to do a video on that shortly, the tricones. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Nick Brightwell. We've got Josh Thomas behind the camera and Ed Castello behind the microphone. We'll leave it there. Have a good time. See you next time. Cheers.